What's good, everyone? My name is Hims and welcome to my survival world in the 1.18 Caves and Cliffs update. Now Hims, why haven't you updated to the 1.19 update yet? Well, fine viewer, that is because we have to finish our starter village, which is exactly what we are going to be doing in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to need a bunch of red wool, wood, deep slate, and some more of this concrete maybe. Let's see, what else do I need? I guess just some decoration bits, right? I don't know. I guess it'll come to me. So without knowing all the materials I needed, I started collecting, and oh boy did it take a while. Like, we already had a bunch of stuff from other projects, but we needed like a bunch more stuff, you know? Oh wait, yeah, I need like diorite and stuff, and bone blocks, and quartz, okay, and calcite, wait. Okay, good thing I came over here. Alright, so I ended up getting a bunch of materials right here, which we're gonna go ahead and throw in our inventory, but we are also going to do a little bit of planning before we even start building. I think that will be the best bet. Just put in a couple more buildings in and around the place. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I decided to use redstone blocks of all things to mark out areas in which I want to build in. Figuring out where to build wasn't really the hard part, but figuring out what to build was a whole other story. Okay, so we have all of the redstone blocks set in place, and I didn't even use them all, so we could still do a little bit more planning. But yeah, we have the wall on the outer side, and then we also have these two towers that we're going to build right here for like the entrance. Now, I think one of them might be a similar tower to this, but I do want to make another unique tower for the third one. And then right here in the middle is going to be like this huge skull piece. It's going to look really cool. And these, you know, blobs of redstone you see right here kind of don't really mean anything. They're just kind of marks for where I think I want to place like little tents or little stalls or something like that. And right here we are going to be connecting these two main bits of land with a bridge, an orcish themed bridge. So that's gonna be interesting to try to come up with a design. We're not gonna be doing the bridge in this episode. Paul, is that you, Paul? Oh my god, it is you, Paul. I haven't seen you in years. You still look as beautiful as ever. Oh, okay. Well, I was talking to you. And last but not least, we do have to do something with our sheep. I mean, we can't just leave them out here, out in the open, and we actually got to decorate this gate just a little bit more. Okay, now that is looking a little bit better. I had to add some detail, a little bit more dimension, some depth. I just didn't like how flat it was looking. So yeah, that is much needed. And I do want to say, everything that I'm going to be doing to the camp as of here on out is going to be basically freestyle. Now, all these buildings that I've built over here, I made plans for them in a creative world and basically came in here and just built them on survival. But like I said, everything from here on out, from detailing and just beautifying the place up, and even coming up maybe with this tower right here and coming up with the tents and the stalls, everything's going to be done freestyle pretty much, except for this in the middle, which is going to be like an animal skull, and I have a pretty cool idea for that one. And if you thought I was going to go into a cheesy 90s themed musical rock time lapse in Minecraft, you were completely right. So yeah, enjoy. First, I wanted to work on the outside wall of the village, and don't worry, we will detail it up a little bit later. Then I started to clear out space in the front of the camp for the entrance of the village. And instead of the two towers, I went with more of a gate arc-like structure, and we will add to this a little bit later. And here in the center of the village is this awesome Triceratops skull. It did take me a while to come up with the design for this. But finishing that up, I came around back and started putting up some orc-like tents. I started with kind of your basic tent design, and then I went off and made a few designs of my own. And to close out the time lapse, we went back to the outside wall to add some finishing touches, and I absolutely love how this turned out. But don't click off the video just yet, because this orc village is not done. And here is our orc starter camp in all of its glory. We still have a little bit to do, but it is slowly coming together. Let me go ahead and get out of cinematic mode. And yeah, don't mind these trees right here. I was just doing, oh snap, a little bit of podzol farming. And we still definitely have to come through here, clean this up, and add a road actually leading into our camp. And check out this front gate area. So instead of doing two towers, I decided to do more of a gateway arc structure thing. I don't know what to call this, but I do really like how it turned out. I used the trap doors over there to kind of simulate it being tied together or strapped together or whatever. And building with these more organic shapes all throughout this camp is not something that I really do that often, and it's been a very nice experiment. And check this out. Coming straight into the camp, you are greeted with this terrifying Triceratops skull. I don't know if Triceratops have teeth. I'm sure they do, right? I'm sure they do. But anyways, yeah, we just added up a couple of little details, you know, these tints here and there, and we are going to be doing much more. But I did want to come in here and have a little bit of personal time with you guys. Now, this is a building that we built on day one, and it is still not finished, guys. Not only do we have to do the bones, but we have to come here on the inside, and we just have had this boring, ugly interior that it doesn't suit the rest of the camp, right? Like, it just doesn't fit in. I knew I heard you. What do you have? Let me look at your goods, at your goodies. Wait, come here. Yeah, nothing too great, but I do like your leads right there. Wait, where are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Give them leads, man. You don't want no smoke. I'll just kind of leave the llamas there. I don't want to kill innocent animals. Okay, so I have a bunch of banners, which is definitely something that I wanted to add to this camp, because check this out, dude. It just adds a little bit of detail, a little bit of depth. Look at that. But they're looking a little too plain. Maybe we have to find a certain kind of design, maybe like an emblem for the orcs, an orcish emblem. Oh no. Wait, how do I... Wait. Okay, so it looks like I suck at banner designs. Let me do some brainstorming, trying to figure out a cool design. I'll be back in a minute. Oh yeah, that is looking cool. I really like how these ones came out. I did go through a couple iterations of these, but the other ones I didn't really like quite as well. And I went with black ink instead of white ink like I did in the beginning, just because I think for orcs that would be a lot easier to get, you know? You could just smear some charcoal on the banner and you're good. Look at them boys wave. Look at he's waving at me. There's not even any wind in here. It's the inside, but he's still waving. Now, I want to put these around the camp just to kind of show, you know, the symbol of the camp, because orcs are a very tight-knit community. I did not know you could put banners on walls. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is looking way better. I think banners are just gonna add so much to the camp whenever we figure out where the heck to put them. Wow. That just adds so much life to it. I don't know how, but it does. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking the banner design. If you guys have any more tips on banner designs, please let me know in the comments, because I have no clue what I'm doing with this stuff. I'm still a noob at it. And even with just a few small changes, the inside of this place is looking really cool. We did the floor like how we did the outside, just because, you know, I would guess that orcs don't really care about having dirty floors, right? That is not all. I still want to add a couple more details in. Okay, I don't know why, but I feel the orcs in this camp really like flowers. They think they're pretty. I don't know why that's the aesthetic. Like, this flag looks like it was made out of ash and the blood of your enemies. But over here, then now you got some flowers and tulips. So down here, it kind of looks like the work area, right? I'm still not done detailing this. I might even come through and detail it some more, but I'll do that off camera. Now we have the upstairs portion, and I'm still thinking of like this as the chieftain tent, right? So I want to have maybe like a treasure room in here where we can keep our diamonds, because we do need a little bit more storage. These kind of storage spaces are not big enough. Bang, 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 bang. So here is our chieftain hut, and when you walk into it, yes, it finally has an interior. It is coming along pretty well. Still gonna add some detail, probably off camera. Just go through and texture the place up or something like that. And then when you walk up here, here is the chieftain's room, and it looks kind of grand. That's what I was going for. Yeah, this is his treasure room. I gave him a nice carpet, a red carpet with like golden frills on it. I did put black here, but it didn't really look too good. But with the gold, it just makes it look very prestigious in here. Very chieftain-esque. And then I used some regular banners right here. I might leave these 3 regular banners, but I'm gonna end up replacing these when I get some more dye. So I know it's not the full interior build. I'm still gonna come through in here and probably just fill in some of these gaps in the roof as well. But I wanted to get on to the next thing, which is texturing up this skull. As you guys can see, it's all just sandstone right now. And although it doesn't look too bad, that, I think coming through here and just adding in some sand and some smooth sandstone will definitely lighten the place up, lighten the mood, and the texture will it'll just make it pop a little bit more, you know? Give it some highlights, some shadows, some details, some dimension, some depth. So that is exactly what we did. I went ahead and collected up a bunch more sand, and I went back to the village, detailed the skull, and I also took it upon myself to go ahead and do the rest of the bones in the camp. Now, as you guys can see, we went from the whiter blocks to the more yellower blocks, the diorite to the sandstone, and I did that because I felt like it gave the bones a more aged look to them, right? Make them look a little more dingier than the whiter blocks. And I honestly really like the way they turned out. Hey, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? Well, a few months, you know. Now, I haven't uploaded a video in a few months, but that doesn't mean I have not been working on this world. Check out what we have in front of us. Now, it may be a little hard to tell. It kind of looks messy. That is kind of the style that we're going for, right? Because orcs are messy. They're a messy civilization. And I'm obviously not done with this pathway. It will lead this way off in the future. We will make that when it comes down to it. But then when you get closer to the camp, you start to recognize some banners and some tall tale signs of orcish activities. And I just love walking through this giant gateway right here and then being faced with this triceratops skull. And once you're in the camp, you are just surrounded with red and black with bones everywhere. It gives off a really cool vibe, and I've just been spending the last few months building up the rest of it and just walking around in it, trying to get a vibe, trying to get some more details in. But I mean, here it is. The last, 6 episodes, we have been doing nothing really but building this camp, and it is finally coming to an end. I want to say we are 98% done with this village. And you know, I always say Minecraft projects are never done because there's always something to add in the future. You know, through the updates, they always want to add more blocks, and you know, it's fun time from time to time to come back to your old builds and change them up. For instance, they are going to be adding bamboo wood. They just showed that in the next 1.20 update. They are going to be adding bamboo planks, so I will definitely be coming back here when we update the world to add some bamboo planks and wood in this village, because we are surrounded in a bamboo forest. If you guys look over there, since the start, you know, we're in a jungle bamboo forest. And yeah, bamboo planks would suit this place. Also, leave down in the comments how you feel about the mob vote and how you like the changes that were announced in Minecraft Live. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. But yes, we are finished with the camp finally. And I have been doing a little bit of work here and there. But now I want to end off the episode by doing a comment of the day. If you guys remember, we do a comment of the day, and every single video I choose a comment, put it in here in the book. And the comment that I chose from last episode is from Jitters, and they said, "Really good to see you back. I've been hanging out for more episodes. I mentioned before how you inspired me to do a similar themed build, so seeing you post is great motivation. Currently trying to work out a custom biome as I plan on building mine in a swamp or mangrove biome, which sounds really cool. Keep up the great work, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all develops." Well, thank you, Jitters. I really do appreciate that. And this was from an episode 3 months ago. And before that episode, I didn't post in 2 months. But guys, I promise I'm not going to make this a habit. I've been going through a lot of life stuff, and I'm actually working on the very next episode as we speak. Before I even release this episode, I already have plans, and I am starting the next episode. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. But here is the camp. Here is the Orcish Village, something that we have been working on for quite a while in this world. And I am so happy to say it is almost finished, and the Orc Kingdom itself is about halfway finished. We have a couple more things to build, and then Kingdom 1 of 8 in our world will be finished. And I have, like I said, a lot of plans for this world, but I'm just gonna go ahead and keep those on the hush hush right now. But like I said, thank you to all the supporters that have been being patient with me over the past half year of my hiatus. New videos are coming soon, so make sure you subscribe and stick around to find out more. And I really hope you guys like this video because it did take me a while to produce. But until next time, guys, I'm out.